Karen, Darke, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Derek, and thank you for having me in my reclined, comfortable position.
Yeah, so you just finished training. What's your training look like these days?
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I've stopped training for Paralympic Games, so now it's training for life and health and general wellness and staying strong for projects that we have later this year to go to Antarctica. So yeah, training has shifted a little bit from what it used to be, but I'm still really enjoying it. So riding a bike, going to the gym, ski poling around the streets in my wheelchair, which kind of looks crazy when you live on a Spanish Mediterranean island and you're going around with ski poles. People give you funny looks.
There's a guy who does his Nordic ski practice on rollers in our park, and we haven't really had any snow this year. And it's like, I know he's from Minnesota and he has been here for a couple decades, and he's still like hanging on to he goes skiing there once a year.
Yeah, there are a few teams come from Scandinavia to roller ski train here in Mallorca. So yeah.
Yeah, so you're based mostly in Mallorca these days?
In the winter, I'm in Mallorca, and the summer, Scotland, and yeah, traveling in between. So I guess you'd call me a digital nomad. I guess that's the term that goes with it. But I think I've always been a bit nomadic, so it seems to work.
Amazing. Yeah. I feel like I'm a retired digital nomad. I did that for about 7 years, but we've been in this house, and now I have my office where I get to display all the cool things I picked up on the adventures throughout the years. And I definitely want to talk to you about some of your adventures, because I always have a good time hearing the stories. But I thought maybe we'd start with talking about gold and the number 79. And I was intrigued to find out you were a PhD geologist looking for gold. You're also a gold medal winner in the Rio Games. Can you tell me a little bit about the significance of both gold and that number for you?
So in Rio, there was an interesting thing in the summer before it that I had developed a minor addiction to a hot drink from a well-known cafe chain, and the barista there one day, because every day I went in to ask for every time I asked for this drink, I said, "Can you make it extra hot, please?" And she said, "Ask for it at 79 degrees because that's the hottest our machine goes to." So of course, my teammates started a joke around this. I was a bit of a diva asking for my drinks at 79 degrees. And so this joke was playing around the whole of the summer of 2016 and the lead up to the Rio Paralympics. And then when I won the medal there, I saw a video of for Britain about the first 100 medals in the first. So it was called 100 medals in 100 seconds, and discovered that I featured as medal number 79 that I'd won for Britain. And then someone pointed out to me that 79 was the atomic number of gold, which I should have known, but I'd forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And so suddenly this connection and this thread related to gold seemed to come into my life. And yeah, since then, number 79 just kept cropping up in different shapes and forms. And hey, we might say that's the brain and the system of, I think it's the reticular activating system that helps us notice things more once we've noticed them. But definitely I've been tuned into that number, and it's appeared in kind of just interesting and bizarre ways. So for example, there's a valley here in Mallorca that I cycle along regularly. And just a few months ago, suddenly there's this stone in the wall in the middle of the valley on its own, and nothing there, with 79 carved into it. And I must have ridden past it so many times for many years. And suddenly it's like, why is there a number 79 in this stone? So yeah, I guess it's kind of led me on this journey. And I decided that I would like to cycle 7 continents in 9 rides. So that became the Paralympic Games, a land speed record, and then 7 continents. So it's all completed apart from one continent, which is Antarctica. And I'm not sure that a bike will be possible there. So been playing around with options, but those quests that I've been on across different continents have all involved other people, usually who've never done anything like that before. So people have been really coming out of their comfort zone. They've maybe never ever ridden a bike. They're trying to lose lots of weight, or they just wanted, they're in some kind of transition in life. So it's been really special to share those journeys with people, some of them close friends, some people that I didn't know well beforehand. And in the process, I realized that when we get out of our comfort zone and challenge ourselves with something new, or with a commitment to do more of something that we already love, then we always discover something about ourselves and maybe find something really quite profound within. And so I started calling that our inner gold. And so other people have been doing Quest 79 projects in search of inner gold.
Hmm.
And there's just some really special people and stories that have been emerging from one of the first few, a couple of the first early ones, where a lovely man that decided to run a marathon, but he'd only run it, his first marathon, after 79 people had donated blood because someone in his family, a child in his family, needed blood transfusions and had a
Hmm.
terminal illness. So yeah, he got 70 people had to send him a photo of them donating the blood, and when 79 people had done it, he ran his first marathon. A young boy who decided to climb 79 mountains in 79 weeks, 79 peaks in 79 weeks, 10 years old at the time, or 11, and did it, raised money for a children's charity in Africa, and at the same time inspired all of his classmates at school to do different kinds of Quest 79s. And some of those were simple things like go outside for 79 minutes a week, or be nicer to my sister 79 times. But somebody wrote 79 anonymous love letters and left them around his town, and someone's been picking up litter consecutively in her
Oh,
community for 79 days, and now has just carried on and done it for many, many days. So wonderful stories, and some of them in the kind of sporting world, but many of them just about caring for our environment or for other people, and sort of that connection and kindness piece.
yeah. Wow, that's fantastic. Uh, I didn't realize that other people were doing their own quest. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I don't have it right in front of me to show you, but there's a really popular game in the UK called Top Trumps. It's a card game.
Okay.
And in the process, the owner of Top Trumps offered to make us a Top Trumps Quest 79 card pack. So there are 30 cards in a pack, and every card's got one of these different stories on it. So they're all really inspiring, I think. And it's a really popular game in Britain. I'm not sure how big it is globally, but he donated 5,000 packs for us to sell to raise money for the charity and projects, and we're
Hmm.
currently using that for the Polar Possibility.
Amazing.